What you gonna do with that dessert? Do what dee da dee da dee da. Do what do da dee da do da dee da. Do what do da dee da do da dee da. Murder that dance up.
I feel like I need to do that again because I started laughing. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, My Life as Asia. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And I apologize ahead of time if you hear my camera focusing. Not if, because you definitely are going to hear it. I have yet to buy a microphone or a quieter lens, so just bear with me, please. I hate the sound as much as you, if not more. So if you didn't already know what this video was about, because you definitely saw the title when you clicked on it, basically I'm going to be giving you a couple tips to have a wonderful and positive 2016. The first thing you should do if you haven't done it already is to write down your goals. Some people like to write down their goals and go outside and rip up the piece of paper and throw it into the universe. This is where the saying let go and let God comes into play, because you're literally throwing your goals out there for higher power to help you achieve those goals, if you believe in that kind of thing. Another thing you can do with your goals is to make like a motivational, inspirational goal achievement board type thing. I don't know what to call it. I had a name for it, but then I forgot. My version of the board is kind of like things that I want to buy this year. I usually budget my money, and having this like goal board of things that I want to buy is going to help me budget my money even more, especially if I'm like looking at it every day. I know I gotta save my money. So what I did was I went to Target and I got a cork board or a bulletin board or whatever you want to call it, and I got some designer push pins. That's what they're called. And then I went online and I looked for pictures of things that I want to get this year, and then I put the pictures on a Word document. Then I printed the Word document, and once the pictures were printed, I cut them out and pinned them to my board. This is what the board looks like once it's done. Well, mine anyway. I'm just gonna review the things that are on my goal board so you can get a better idea of what I have on my board. First and foremost, I need to get a car, preferably an SUV, because I've dealt with a two-door coupe before. I know the SUV is going to be a lot more spacious, and I usually have kids in the car because I'm a babysitter, and plus I have 2 jobs, so it would be an easier commute. The next 2 things that are on my board are an iPhone 6s in the color rose gold. You've heard me in my other videos say how much I want this phone. I'm definitely aiming to get it this year. Another device that I plan on getting this year is the Canon PowerShot G7X, which is a vlogging camera if you don't know. And if you do know, you know it's a very like high quality camera, especially for vlogging. I have been vlogging on my phone and the quality isn't always that great because sometimes I use like the front facing camera and that quality sucks. I can go on and on about this, but this is definitely a goal for this year. Another thing that I don't believe is going to come like really soon, but it's just a goal that I have. It might not be for 2016, but hopefully I can achieve it like as soon as possible. It's to get an apartment. If you watched my what I want for Christmas video, you heard my reasons for wanting an apartment. I live with my mom and my brother and my sister. There's not a lot of space here for all my stuff. Like I have a lot of stuff for like one person. I don't understand how I've accumulated all this stuff, and it would just be like more peaceful to like do my videos because I'm always apologizing for background noise because my family is really loud. The last 2 things are things that I won't get until I have an apartment. The first one is a record player. I saw it on Urban Outfitters and it's just so cute and so vintage. I feel like I would become obsessed with this record player. I'm already obsessed with it and I have nowhere to put it. I already like put it in my wish list, and I put like a whole bunch of vinyls in my wish list as well. So that's like one of the #1 things that I'm going to get when I get an apartment. Another thing that I plan on getting when I move into my apartment is an iMac, because my MacBook Pro always runs out of space, and I just feel like the iMac will just help me better my editing process, and it would just like be so much better. The next thing to do to have a positive 2016 is to write down all the positive things that are happening to you in a journal. I have a journal from Forever 21. Jadalyn gave it to me, and it says make today fantastic. It's January 4th, and on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd I wrote down things that were positive that day or put me in a good mood. I haven't wrote anything in it today yet because as soon as I got home from work I started filming and I didn't have time, but I'm definitely going to write in it before I go to bed. I'm going to keep up with this every single day so I can focus on the positive things that happen to me rather than the negative. Another thing that you can do is have a memory jar. In 2014, Shy and I started the tradition of the memory jar, and basically what you do is you get a jar, obviously, and you put memories in it. Like, we have movie tickets, pictures, we wrote letters to each other, we put everything in here. If something great happened that day, we would write it down on a piece of paper and put it in the memory jar, and at the end of the year we open it up and read everything. We did one for 2015 as well. I know it looks like kind of empty. That's because it was like in an awkward space in our room and we forgot about it. When we looked at it, we would put things in it from time to time, but since it was like kind of hidden in our room, we weren't really thinking about it that much. We definitely did a lot more than what this jar is like showing you guys, and I feel really bad that it's so empty because I just like to keep track of our memories. We haven't gotten a jar for 2016 yet, but we will, since I'm writing a lot of positive things in this book. If I miss anything, put it in the jar when we get it. Another thing to do to have like more positive vibes in 2016 is to clean your room. I know it sounds crazy because who likes to clean their room? Not me. My room is a mess right now, and I know if I clean it I will feel so much better about myself and my room and the space that I'm living in. It would just surround me with a lot more positive vibes than I have right now. Honestly, take a moment, sit in your dirty room and feel the vibes around you, and then after you clean, just sit and soak up the vibes. You will feel 1,000 times better, I promise you. A clean and organized room gives you such positive energy as opposed to a cluttered room. You just like hate being in there because it's so like messy. Another thing you should do this year is be organized with a planner. I personally have the Erin Condren Life Planner, and if you want me to go more in depth with it, let me know in the comments below and I will show you what's inside my planner, because I got a lot of stuff in here. I decorated like almost every single day, and having an organized life will take a lot of stress off of you and let you have a more positive year. I use this book every single day. Even though it's only the 4th day of the year, this particular book started December 28th because it's in the same week as January 1st. So I've been using this faithfully. When you're more organized and you tackle the tasks of your day that you need to do, it relieves stress and you're not frustrated if you forget to do something. You don't necessarily have to get this big one. You can get a smaller one from like Target or Walmart or CVS or wherever. I just like this big one because it has more space for me to write down everything that I need to keep track of. Another thing you should focus on this year is drinking more water. If you don't already, you should drink at least 8 bottles or cups of water a day. I keep track of it in my Erin Condren planner. Like I said, I keep track of everything in this thing. And I printed stickers of water bottles. There is a row of 8 water bottles for every day. Today I only drank 3, and that's really bad because it's like 6 in the evening, but I'm working on my water intake, and you should too, because drinking water alone can help you feel really good. Another thing you should do to have a positive year is to take more photos. If you're having a bad day, you can look back on these pictures of positive moments and it'll probably lift your spirits. Another thing you should do this year is to be more active, and if you're not into the whole hardcore running and going to the gym every day, you can do yoga. That's another form of exercise and it'll help you with your flexibility. Something else you should do to be more healthy and to feel better about yourself and have a positive 2016 is to eat breakfast in the morning.
When else would you eat breakfast, Asia?
Some people eat breakfast for dinner.
Eating in the morning is really important because it gives you the energy for the beginning of your day. I mean, if you just go out and start your day without eating, you're gonna be miserable. Another thing that you should do to have a more positive 2016 is simply to go outside. I live in New York and it's January, so I know it's cold around this time. I mean, it was supposed to get cold around November, but it's like literally just now getting cold. So you might not want to be outside all the time, but going outside and breathing the fresh air will bring you a lot of positive energy. If you have a dog, take it on an extra long walk. And if you don't have a dog, you can just go outside by yourself or with friends or with family and just take a walk or just be outside, okay? Last but not least, this is like the most literal thing is to stay positive. And it might be hard because I know people have bad days. It's bound to happen. But if you just take a moment to yourself and be mindful of all the positivity that is happening in 2016 thus far, it will rid some or most or all of the negative energy that you have inside of you. You don't want to live your life this year, next year, the year after that with negative vibes. Surround yourself with positive people, positive vibes. Vibes are everything, guys, because if you have negative vibes around you, you're gonna have a bad day. And the key to this video is to help you have a good day, good week, good month, good year, good life. Just try to stay as positive as you possibly can. If you need help staying positive, keep a journal and write down all of the positive things that happen to you every single day. And if you're having a bad day, you can look back at all the positive things that have happened to you in 2016. Like this thing is gonna be gold for me.
The letters are gold.
Just find any way that works for you that will give you good and positive vibes. A lot of people that I know meditate, and they say it's a really good way to rid yourself of negative energy and surround yourself with positive vibes. I personally don't meditate every day, but I have meditated a couple times in the past few years, and guys, it really works. When you're done meditating, you just feel really peaceful, positive. Like the key word to this video is literally positive. There's a lot of stereotypes and judgments when it comes to meditating, but if it's something that you're comfortable doing, then go for it. Don't let anyone judge you. People look at meditating like some hippie stuff and they're like really judgmental about it, but that's just because they haven't tried it. One of my goals is to actually meditate more. If not every single day, I'll try to do it as often as I can because it really does bring positive energy. So those are all of my, I guess you can call them tips to have a positive 2016. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe right now as I'm telling you to subscribe. Go ahead, click that button. Comment down below if you have any tips for me to have a positive and wonderful new year. Maybe I'm not thinking of anything that you're probably thinking of. So let me know down below how you plan to have a positive 2016. Also comment down below any future video ideas that you would like to see me do on my channel. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, they will be in the down bar or description box or whatever you guys call that area down there. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I'm wishing all of you a wonderful and positive 2016. See you next time. Bye! Comment down below if you have any trips. What? Alright guys. What was that? An apartment. Oh, sorry. I'm sitting on an inflatable thing and my foot rubbed against it. I had a nose itch. So awkward. I don't know what to do with my arms. Like, if I don't use my arms, I feel awkward. What the fuck?